What was Pol Pot's vision for Cambodia? What was Pol Pot's vision for Cambodia? This question takes us back to a time of radical change and upheaval in the country. Pol Pot, the leader of the Khmer Rouge, had a very specific idea of what Cambodia should become. He aimed to create a radically agrarian socialist society. This meant he wanted to reject urban industrial civilization entirely. Instead, he envisioned a classless, communal state focused on peasant farming. Pol Pot's vision was heavily influenced by an extreme interpretation of Marxism, particularly the ideas of Mao Zedong. Unlike traditional Marxism, which often focused on the urban working class, Pol Pot believed that the rural peasantry should be the driving force of the revolution. He thought that true communism required the abolition of all social classes, private property, money, religion, and even traditional culture. He wanted to reset Cambodian society to what he called Year Zero. This was a complete social and cultural restart, where all past institutions and customs would be destroyed. To achieve this vision, Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge forcibly evacuated cities, including Phnom Penh. They relocated millions of people to collective farms, effectively emptying urban centers. Factories, schools, hospitals, and markets were shut down. The regime imposed strict control over personal lives. They banned religion, music, radios, and even dictated personal choices like marriage partners and clothing. The goal was to eliminate individualism and personal loyalties, replacing them with total loyalty to the revolutionary state. Pol Pot's vision sought to create a uniform, self-sufficient agrarian society. He believed that industrial labor divisions and capitalist influences led to alienation. The Khmer Rouge viewed urban professionals and intellectuals as threats to their new society. This led to widespread purges, executions, and forced labor camps. From a socialist viewpoint, Pol Pot's vision represented a radical attempt to implement a form of communism. He aimed to erase all class distinctions and create an egalitarian society based on rural collectivism. However, the methods used were brutal. Over 1 million people died due to executions, starvation, and forced labor. The Khmer Rouge's version of socialism rejected industrial development and urban life. Instead, it focused on a utopian ideal of peasant communal living. Unfortunately, this vision failed to achieve sustainable social or economic progress. It caused catastrophic consequences for Cambodia. Pol Pot's vision was to build a purely agrarian communist society. He wanted to eradicate all existing social, cultural, and economic structures. He enforced total collectivization and subordinated all aspects of life to the revolutionary state's control. This extreme interpretation of socialist revolution prioritized ideological purity over human rights and practical governance.